hello, and welcome back, you beautiful weirdos. Now, I don't know about you, but here at my cat's house, we've been spending a lot of time inside, acting completely normal. Nothing suspicious to see here, nothing at all. Just three individuals living, working, and pooping all under the same roof. All in all, everyone in my household feels really grateful that we get to work from home, but that doesn't stop us from getting a little itchy. It is Sunday night of our quarantine, and Pat is just pacing bedroom. It is 10:40 at night, and he cannot calm down. What's going on with you right now?
I am feeling that urge.
What urge is that?
To make the environment that we are now going to be in for the next month at least just less cluttered, more calm, more intentional.
Now, don't get me wrong, we love our home. Blood, sweat, tears, and time on Craigslist went into me securing this household, so you know I'm grateful for it. But naturally, we feel really out of control with what's going on out there, so we want to control what's going on in here. So that means the thing that needs to change in order to make us feel whole again is this house. So that leaves us one option. We gotta do a home makeover, baby. We're following up with video 2 of a 3-part series that we're doing in conjunction with Unilever to learn how to be more like Greta Thunberg. Now, Unilever is a corporation that runs some of our favorite household brands, and right now they're currently on a mission to launch greener initiatives, which got me thinking, how can I, as an individual, learn more sustainable habits during my time at home? At the risk of sounding like a work-obsessed Capricorn, I would like to start this second video with a little post-mortem of how it was like for me to go vegan in the first video. Now, in case you missed it, I specifically gave up eating animal products because it was one of the things that Greta Thunberg suggests her parents do when she was first starting her activism as a young child. So the other two lifestyle shifts were upcycling and ceasing air travel. Now, in her mind, these 3 habit changes are the biggest shifts the individual can do to help the environment. Okay, now when we at Devin But Better Incorporated we're originally developing this idea, we were planning on doing a cross-country drive to Kalamazoo, Michigan to attend my cousin Billy's wedding to showcase what it's like for a busy American to really stop air travel. But, plot twist, that's not happening. I mean, the wedding's happening, God bless him. Blessed. But the ceremony has been called off for reasons and recent events. So instead, we've decided to dive deep into this whole upcycling thing. Like, what is it? What does it mean to upcycle? Because right now, when I search upcycling on Pinterest, I think adorable, but I'm never gonna do that. No. But now, I'm stopping that thought dead in its tracks. Now, I'm shifting this bad boy thought process to adorable. And how much time is this gonna take me? Okay, so I see myself running like Mr. videos. Okay. Am I going to make a mess? And am I going to be wasting my money inevitably fixing the thing that I messed up in the first place?
Listen here, you're not gonna spend any more money, no more money.
So what's gonna happen when we marry those two things together? Home makeover and upcycling. An entire home makeover using only upcycled materials. I don't think that there's a rule book for this. In fact, I know that there's not a rule book for this because I've looked for her and she simply doesn't exist. Now, that being said, even though I'm excited and anxious generally, we're not just gonna launch into projects just yet. See, now's the time in the video where I show you a cute house tour of how things started, right? This is the before montage.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to our house, which is embarrassingly full of crap, especially right now when we're all stuck at home. I mean,
this is very vulnerable. We are sharing our mess with the internet.
Too much stuff.
Okay.
For instance, vacuum no longer fits in here because of toilet paper and paper towels. Well, this cabinet is the least stuffed, the best organized, and still up there. What's at the back? There's a light bulb. I see plastic shot glasses. This literally you can't pull anything out of without risking your life. I mean, just everywhere you look, every piece of this home has corners bursting with crap. I'm really excited about the idea of finally purging in a real way.
The thing about our situation is we can't really get new nice stuff. I'm not gonna spend $2,000 on a new couch because I have two beasts.
And we've built a great home out of 95% upcycled, borrowed, lended.
Well, give us an example.
Literally everything. Okay, which room do you want to start in? Here?
Let's start in the kitchen.
Kitchen's pretty easy. This table came from my brother who found it on Craigslist. This bench down here I found down the street and hauled down our block to bring it home. This was part of my first apartment in LA. I was subletting, the guys I was subletting from moved out and they sold it to me for 20 bucks. This microwave is from my old boss's house. When they sold their house and moved, they let me take the microwave. This couch, Devin got from Freddie when Freddie was moving out of her place. These speakers came from, oh, the dump. I love the dump.
We missed the dump.
The pit, excuse me. We used to, when we moved in here, live across from a pit, a la Parks and Rec. And the beauty of the pit was people would throw stuff in it. At one point, they threw a 7-piece Yamaha speaker system into it. We hauled it out on the off chance it works. It works perfectly. It is now our surround sound system for our TV.
You'll recognize this table from Lady Lake. I made it with these bare hands. This table from your last employers.
Yep. We've got all kinds of projects we can do. You know, it's a divide and conquer approach. I want to show you more things that we have for no reason.
This cat is upcycled. I got him off of a woman on the street.
There you go.
So I think that we've just made do with a lot of things, but now you and I are feeling that 30-something ache of trying to fix our things and make things nice. So, shall we set up the time lapse?
Yeah, wish us luck.
Now, as much as I would like to start completely fresh, that goes against one of the major tenets of upcycling, which is to identify what in your house is broken, what can be fixed, or what can be upcycled, aka recycled and upgraded, and what has to be respectfully passed on to its new place of residence. Get out of here.
We don't have enough space to pull everything out of every cabinet. We will not be able to move. So what we've done is pull everything out of the pantry cabinets up here, which is all the food and crap and everything that you see around you. Now we're gonna try and wipe them down and be very intentional about what goes back in. I think this will work because this is the only spots in the kitchen that hold food.
It's very true. I will say that we are probably like a fourth of the way, maybe.
Ha! Ha!
Question is, it's like a puzzle piece, right? Because we don't know where to put the stuff that we use a lot versus the stuff that we don't use a lot. Plus, we just have a lot of stuff.
So that's step number one, is make sure we put way less back than we started with.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay. It just keeps coming, all of the stuff, even when I think I'm done. There's so much stuff.
We're getting there. It's coming along.
What do I have in my pocket right now? I have one of these in my pocket right now.
Funny stick?
Progress is slow going, and I feel like the rest of our house is just getting messier. The pile in our hallway is beginning to take over. Like 911, send help. This is part of the bar cart. That's usually where we keep the cutting boards and the mixing bowls, and I think the cast iron skillet would be a great addition to this area. But then Patrick comes out here and is like, I don't like that cast iron skillet. I'm like, you don't get to have an opinion on my cast iron. I do all the cooking. I use this stuff. Honestly, who does he think he is? Where are the bowls, babe? So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, wow, her methods sound a lot like the KonMari method, that's where I pull a lot of my inspiration. And if you don't know about the KonMari method, or have seen her show on Netflix, girl, seriously, I know on the surface she seems sweet and understanding, but Marie Kondo is not to be trifled with. You know why? Because her barometer is joy. If you do not bring this woman joy, you're gone. It's brutal. She's brutal in a very sweet, unassuming way. One of the reasons why her process is so brutal is because it's only through her method that you learn just how much stuff you actually have. Brings up a lot of emotions. It just does. You're thinking to yourself, there's so many people in this world who need things, and I seem to have a stockpile of all of the things, and now I feel guilty and like I need to pray or something. Combing through my kitchen made me realize that I had accumulated like a small mountain of things that I had either forgotten about or didn't even know that I owned in the first place. And I wasn't looking at that small mountain because it made me feel things. And it's just, quite frankly, much easier to slap a retail therapy band-aid on it. Okay, so what time is it?
Time is meaningless, but 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So we've been at this for probably about
Hour and a half.
What have we done? I think we've gone through our food supplies. Our kitchen is a mess. I think we're at the point.
Bomb went off.
We're at the point of this process where it hurts.
Yep. We're maybe 20% of the way done.
Don't say that. We're maybe 20% of the way done.
But we just found an emergency supply of like 60 Red Bulls that Ross ordered like 4 years ago.
Here we go. And break.
Ready to break.
So something I forgot we had are these 7th generation products, which I really like because they are made with recycled material. And that's a whole part of the upcycling thing. Yay!
We like that.
We like that.
We have finished all of the cabinets and drawers. Now we only have all the surfaces that we dirtied in the process left to go.
And moving the table.
And the table.
Chinese food tonight?
Now, KonMariing your space usually takes a whole day, a whole Christian day. So if you're looking to do that for yourself, be prepared, sister. You're about to lose about a weekend of your life. And it usually doesn't include creating a pile of things that you want to upcycle. So for the purposes of this video, we added that extra step. In fact, let me just grab some things that I've isolated from my kitchen excavation to show you. Like, these are some things that I think that I can maybe upcycle, but I don't know. I don't even know why I have them. You sit tight. Okay, I just want to point out that I found that I own not 1, but 2 princess crowns. I don't know why I have, oh God, 2 crowns. I also don't know why these things were in my kitchen, but I have them. And I'm thinking like maybe I can make, I don't know, something out of this. Right here, I'm not gonna be upcycling this, but I've got chunky peanut butter that went bad in August 2018. We discovered we have a lot of old glow sticks. They don't still glow. I have old medicine from 2016 for my, oh, I don't even think this is for my dog. Well, I don't even have a dog. Yeah, it's for Rowdy Canine by Ryan Loya. I don't even know Ryan Loya. Oh my God. What else do I have here? So this is an interesting item that I definitely think we can upcycle. These are old pet food bowls for dry kibble, and they're made out of acacia trees. Acacia wood is very nice wood, so I thought maybe we can make some shelves or something. This is an old candle that I burned out all the wax and then washed it out and has a top, so this could be a fun container. Ooh, a condom. A vase. A broken cutting board. So those are all the little items that in the next part of this series I'm going to try to upcycle. But Pat has grander illusions. Something bigger, something that will require manual labor, something that I simply can't live without, and that is this table. So you see, the only way I was able to negotiate and produce Pat to be in this video is if I would let him enact his game table fantasies all over our nice kitchen table. This is what we in the South call a company table. And he's making it into a game board. Now I know what you're thinking, but Devin, you have a lot of company over to play board games. I understand that, but is this going to work? Is he going to maintain the nicety of this table? I can't say that I'm thrilled about this deal, so let's just roll the kitchen reveal footage. Check out my new kitchen! This was exhausting.
It's a good kind of exhausted. I am completely beat, but it was like a completely productive day. I mean, we were at this 6-7 hours, I think.
It's 8 o'clock now.
8 hours? Holy shit.
What was the thing that shocked you the most?
First, I'm impressed we managed to do it all in a day. I kind of thought when I brought up moving the tables and how much that we were gonna have to disassemble them in order to get them through the doorways in the room, there was no way we'd get to that. And we did. Like, it feels amazing to be in this space because of how open it is and how clean it is. Any of these cabinets, you open them up, they're organized. We got rid of a ton of stuff. It feels great.
I was shocked. I'm shocked that this table works so well here.
Yeah.
I did not think that that was going to work well, but
I had confidence-ish.
So this is only step 1 of the process.
Oh, I can't think about that right now.
We have KonMari'd. We have identified the things that we needed to get rid of. We've identified the things that we can upgrade or upcycle, and then we have identified the things that we can keep. And now the next step of this journey is the upcycling bit, but that's not today. The next step of this journey is a drink.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, baby. We did it. Now I wish I could say that I was done with this whole upcycling thing. Greta, you're a cold-hearted bitch. And I respect that. In a way, it's kind of a twisted blessing that the initial plan of following Greta's day-to-day activism didn't really shake out the way we wanted it to. And we ended up having to extend the upcycling video to 2 videos because God knows I would not be able to do this all in one take. So next week, we're gonna move on to the rest of the common spaces. I'm gonna go about the living room and dining room, KonMari, upcycle those tiny things that I showed you, those little containers, into something else. And then Pat's going to attack this table project. But all in all, KonMariing and switching out tables so far is a way that we were able to kind of do a home makeover through the lens of upcycling. So next week, we're gonna move into the common spaces, move some stuff around, identify the things we need to fix, identify the things we need to sub out. We're gonna figure out how we can upcycle some other things. Pat's gonna do stuff on a table. It's gonna be a wild ride. So I'll see you then, you beautiful weirdos.